In episode 5, we explored friction, the resistance created when environments demand more than they stabilize. Episode 6 is the turning point, because once you can see friction, you can finally design stability. This episode is about stabilization, how environments carry load so people don't have to. Stabilization is not comfort. It's not calm. It's not making things easier. Stabilization is the environment absorbing the load that would otherwise fall on the person. A stabilized environment does 3 things. It reduces effort, it increases predictability, it carries the weight of the moment. Stabilization is not emotional. It's architectural. There are 3 stabilizers that determine whether an environment can carry load. Structural stabilizers, the physical elements that hold the moment. Clear paths, stable seating, defined zones, predictable layouts, and visibility that reduces uncertainty. Procedural stabilizers, the steps that make tasks predictable. Consistent sequences, clean handoffs, and transitions that don't require self-regulation the environment doesn't support. Relational stabilizers, the presence, tone, and predictability of the adults involved. Steady voice, consistent cues, and emotional neutrality that doesn't add load to the moment. When stabilizers are present, people don't have to compensate. The environment does. Stabilization is not something people notice. It's something they stop noticing. You know an environment is stabilized when the body relaxes, the breath slows, the shoulders drop, the pace evens out, and the person stops bracing for what comes next. Stabilization is the absence of resistance. It's the moment the environment finally carries its share of the load. Most systems try to stabilize behavior instead of stabilizing the environment. They add more reminders, more prompts, more supervision, more expectations, more emotional labor. This is not stabilization. This is compensation. Compensation is effort. Stabilization is design. When systems compensate, people absorb the cost. When environments stabilize, people recover. Once you understand stabilization, you stop asking, how do we get them to do it? And you start asking, what load is the environment failing to carry? You stop analyzing the behavior and start mapping the stabilizers. Because stabilizers tell the truth. They reveal where the environment is weak, where the load is too high, where friction accumulates, and where thresholds collapse because nothing is holding the moment. Stabilization is the architecture that makes behavior possible. Friction reveals the resistance. Stabilization reveals the solution. Together, they show the path from instability to predictability. In episode 7, we move into application. How to redesign environments so stability is not an accident, but an outcome of architecture. Because people don't fail environments. Environments fail people when they don't carry load.